Yes, welcome to another episode of How to Model a House in 3ds Max. So, I want to create this type of windows, but here, if you check the entire width of this building, all we have are doors. We have two doors, no windows. So, let's go to Hell View. Let's take this window setup. Alright, so let's shift and drag. Okay, and let's rotate 90 degrees. Front view. Now let's take this glass panel and this and I don't select it. Alrighty. So this is the glass panel, right? Yes. Glass panel. Now what I'm going to do is take this. You know what? Unhide all. So let me take this, 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 um, this. I don't select it. All right. So now I'm going to ungroup this window. Or should I just leave it as it is? Okay. Top view. Front view. Let's move it this way. Okay. So now we are going to ungroup it and take this, no, this one, and this will cross to the top. Yes. We're going to take this as well to go to the top. Alrighty, so let's unhide all. So let's delete this. Delete this. So do I want windows here? Let me see. Delete this. Let's delete this. And let's take this. No. This, 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 this. Let's shift and drag. Now it affects the door placement, and I understand. So you just have to move the door. Let me hide this, hide selection. Let me hide this. Oops, sorry. These are for the balustrades. Hide. There's a balustrades, hide selection. Camera. Okay. Yeah, I think it should be easier this way. Alright, so now I have to move the door. This door will have to move with its framing. Let's hide this. Front view. Delete this. See camera view. I have to let go of all this. Hide all this. These are balustrades. Hide. Okay. So let me hide this door. Hide. Let's take this away. Let's delete all this. I'm taking the lazy approach. I just want to replicate the windows I have at the back. So let me take all of this framing. Yes, Control G and say group and call it door with frame. And I'm going to front view. I'm going to move it away from there. Just move it away. So this guy is coming this way. See what it looks like in camera. Okay, front view. It's pretty confusing because the windows are opened. So this, I think I can delete this. I can delete this. I can take this. No. Yes. So these are open windows, and this one will go upwards. Yes. And this will go downwards. And so will this as well, the last one here. So this would not cut into it this way. It would come from this end and stop here. And so will this one. I wanted all the windows to be on the same level, so let's hide this. Let's delete this. Delete this. Should we now? No, Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z. I need to be sure that they are not for the balustrades. If they are the balustrades, we can't delete them. Oh, okay. So now we have to group all of these windows. It's just quite a lot of work. I want to move all of this. Hide selection. Group all of this. Yes. Control G. Oh, sorry. Control G doesn't work in 3ds Max. Windows front left. So we move them. right back to where I moved. I just moved them away to be sure I was selecting only what I wanted to select. All right, then I take all of this and go this way, duplicate, then move on the X folder on the X axis and say Windows front right on idle. So let's see what we have. Okay, so we have Windows here, we have Windows here, and then this ones I'm going to make just glass. They will not move. Okay, so sorry. Yeah, I like this door that I have here. So I'm going to move this. Let's call it door with frame right. Then move it this way. Okay, now I'm going to take this and take this. Can they have two frames? Should they have two frames there for sturdiness? Okay, I think we can have it that way. So let's just let this touch this way. So the frame here is double. Yeah, I think it can work that way. Alright. So now I'm going to shift and drag. Tools. I'm going to mirror it. Yes, and I'm going to call it door with frame left. Now I'm going to delete this door. Sorry, this part is confusing. You don't have to go my route. I took the lazy master approach because I had designed the window somewhere else. I just thought, you know what? Let's just redo it. So now this part will just be curtain wall. The windows would not open. So I just have to select this group on group. Then I'm going to take this and then let's divide it by 2. Okay. Then divide this by 2. Okay. Then divide this side 2 by 2. Okay. Then so let's see what we have. It's not perfect yet, but so we have windows on this side, we have curtain wall, we have a door, and then we have Windows render setup. Let's select full 4K and render. It's not perfect yet. I'm going to clean it up. But in case you're seeing this video and you've not watched previous videos, how did I come about the windows? What I did was I used the box tool to create tiny boxes. Right? I think my window frames have thickness of about 1 inch or 1.5 inches. I can't remember. So you would have to get the values. If you're working with foot, or sorry, feet and decimal feet. I'm working with feet and decimal feet, so I just divide 1 by 12. So if my boxes had to be 1.5 inches thick and 1.5 inches wide, and they may be 8 feet or 10 feet long, I would just do 1.5 divided by 12. Whatever value I got there, I would enter in the value. So I would get long, thin strips, and then I would just take them this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. Then I would rotate again, one this way, one this way, one this way. And then I just use smaller versions of it to build the windows. There is no magic to it. So all these things you're seeing, they're just tiny boxes. square tubing. Square tubing. All right. Whoever will be building this would either use square steel tubing or square aluminum tubing. So now you see we have windows this way. All right. You have curtain wall this way, and you have windows this way, and then you have a door here, and there is another door here. All right. So now I have to put glass here, put glass here, which I've not done. I think there's glass here already or something. I can't really remember. I have to be sure. The reason why it's quite difficult to select was that I had not grouped all these balustrades. The balustrades were made with the same square tubing, same size, so it's pretty confusing. And they're the same colors. So I would have to select everything in the front here and group everything. When I'm done grouping that, then I would hide it so that I could work on all this curtain wall, and then I would restore this. But I just wanted you to see, this is clear glass, almost clear glass. Let's see from another angle. For a building this size, it's expected that you have a very fantastic cooling system. So, because for aesthetics, we will not be putting windows everywhere. We won't be putting windows everywhere. So, you're expected to have a remarkable cooling system. And one of the things we've also done is the distance between this wall, where the window is hung, and this beam is about 15 feet. So it allows this place, all of this balcony, to have shade so that you don't have a greenhouse effect. You don't have a greenhouse effect. So it means that if you're using maybe a concrete flooring at the top, at the very top, and you have your felt on it, then this will be relatively cool. Now, there should still be a few windows at the back so that there's ingress of air from the front flowing through the back. The air in the house should be recirculated. But apart from that, you can also have these roof vents. There are roof vents that allow you to recirculate the air in the house. So you're blowing, if you've seen some structures like this, they always have roof vents. They're up on the house. So they're sucking out the warm air. So they allow air to come in through the windows. They suck it out, comes in, suck it out. They come in, suck it out. More like this ventilator that you have in your kitchen that sucks out the steam from whatever it is you're cooking. Something like that. So you have vents on the ceilings of the rooftop. They're sucking out the warm air in the house so that cool air can come into the space. So you should have that because the house is pretty big, and if you have windows everywhere, it may tamper with the visual appeal. This is nice. I mean, the entire stretch of the front, both sides, the left side, the right side, has gigantic windows. All right, so many windows. I think there are about 8 to 10 windows here, 8 to 10 windows here. So that's wonderful. But I just didn't want windows to run from one end to the end. That's why these parts are curtain wall. This will just be curtain wall, just glass that won't open. So there you have it. Then this glass, this marble finish, we will have it on this floor too. Stop. So let's select the floor and let's apply this material. Alrighty. But let's duplicate it and say, call it, this is marble, let's call it marble stairs. And now let's call this marble top floor. So the reason is it's too big, so I need it to become small panels. So let's say tiling, let's say 5, tab 5, enter. Hide unselected, top view, let's say 10, tab 10. Okay, so now let's apply this. Oh, okay, it's too much. 5 tab 5. Yes, it's more like it. On hide all. So the floor of the house is marble flooring. So let me clean up this. I'm going to select all the glass panels of the balustrades and the framing. Okay, so this is balustrade glass front. So then I start selecting this. Zoom in. Select this, this, this. Control Z. There's one here. Rotate again. There's one here. Select this. Select this. Select this. This. Let's just group this so that I don't make a mistake. Balustrade framing front. So we're not done selecting. I just wanted to group that lest I made a mistake and selected something else. So still selecting all of that. Oops, sorry. So we take this, take this, take this. So group balustrade framing front. So let's select it with the glass. I don't think I've selected the glass. This is the glass. Oh, have I? Okay. I think I have. So now I can hide this. Hide selection. So whatever I see up front now, I know it's just, oh, I did not select the one at the base. Control Z. On hide all. There's one here. Group. Balustrade. Front. Hide. Yes, I think it's free now. We're free now. Yes, there is nothing in front again. I have hidden everything. Now we can come to the front view. I think I'm going to add some tints to this glass. There's a glass panel here, I think. Wait, let me be sure. Oh, there isn't. Okay, this is it's not a glass panel. I think it's the back of the house. It's the back of the house. Yes, it's the back of the house. So there's no glass panel there. So now let's start from the front. So let's take this one. Group, ungroup. Take this. Let's duplicate it. Okay. Let's take this as well. Group. Okay, it's not grouped. Let's duplicate it. Okay. Now we're going to build a glass panel for this four first. That's the first thing we're going to do. These 4 panels, we're going to build something for them. Sorry, curtain wall glass. Thickness should be 0.0 0.03. Sorry, 0.03 is fine. Editable poly. Let's move the vertices down this way. You can see they should not extend. Sorry. Yes, something like that. And then this way, and then we go this way. Yes, so this will be glass eventually, but for now, just so that I don't get things mixed up, I'm going to leave it in the default color. But to be sure it's where I need it to be, I'm going to select, as it's selected, then I'm going to select this, then hide on selected, top view. So this panel needs to go in. It's coming here. It has to fall in the center. Yes, that's it. On hide all. So it's where it should be. F. So this has glass. So this that I'm selecting is the back wall. Just back wall. So now I have to start building glass panels for every one of them. The windows have glass already, but this portion of the windows, they don't have glass. You can see that's why when I select this part, it's showing back wall. So the same material I used here, I'm just going to shift and drag it. I'm going to move it this way, yes. And then okay. So now that portion has glass. Hide this. That's the balustrade. That's what I hid. The balustrade, hide it. I want to be sure there's glass here. There's no glass here as well. That's why it's showing back wall. So let's shift and drag this. And then editable poly. Oops, sorry. You can see. So we're going to duplicate again. There's no glass here. So when I select it, it's showing back wall. You can see there's no glass there. And you can, to be sure, I can hide this. And now I'm reading the back wall, which means there's nothing I can select here. So I can take this, edit, clone, okay. Then vertices here, I move them this way. Then the locus, move the locus. To move the locus, you just press 0. The 0 in the number section of your keyboard, not the 0 above the letters. No, the number section of your keyboard. Okay, it's where I want it to be. So now I bring this down. Yes. This has glass already. This door has glass already, so this place is expected to be vacant. So let's just leave it as it is. So now I take this, shift and drag. Because they are the same dimensions, they should fit in nicely. You see? And I take this, shift and drag. Then I take this, shift and drag. And now I have windows everywhere. Camera view, you can see. Now everywhere has windows. These windows already have glass in them, so I'm not going to do anything about that. So now I just come here. This is the glass. Then I start applying. Okay. Not done. So I only use the box tool to draw this. Only the box tool. Only the box tool. To draw the panes of glass, it's just that I made the glass super slim. I think a thickness of 0.03. For example, if I click this now, this is the curtain wall glass. Curtain wall glass, renaming it. So when I take this and I hide unselected, F view, so you see, it's super slim, but it's a box. It's a box. So on hide all, we've on it all, and now I think we have glass the entire front. F. So now this, I have to create an aluminium panel to cover this flutes. Or let me see, can I drag it upwards? Will it work? No, it won't work. There has to be something here. This torsion. Okay, so let me duplicate this. Okay. It's going to be slim. Super slim. Control A, Control C. I'm coming here. Control A, Control V, enter. Then I'm going to move this. Sorry. On the Y axis. Front view. I just want to cover this flutes. That's why I'm having this. So yes, that's what I want to achieve. Then I take this way. So I just created a very slim aluminium panel. Very slim aluminium panel. Yes. So now you have a slim aluminium panel here. If I delete it, what was there before was just the beam. So it has covered the flute. So now we can, let me set my camera and then we hit render. I think I'm going to have this, sorry, 1 minute. Yes, I think I want the same, that slim profile. I want it to cover the entire front. So let's take the top. So we're going to take this, yes, you can see, now I'm covering. I want it to show, let's move this to the middle, yeah. Okay, and let's do 90. Alrighty. Let's move it this way. L view. Yes. I think I'm going to okay. C camera. Apply this to this. So L. I have to bring this downwards. This will have to cross the entirety of the house. Yes, like that. Okay. So now whatever is beneath it will have to come down. This, they will have to come downwards. Group temporarily, and then drag them this way. Yes. These two can come downwards, slight gap, and then I cut it, bring this upwards. So now we have the building itself has a rim. That's the idea. There's a rim. So this beam is not covered yet, so I have to cover it. Group on group. Let's take this group on group. Take this group on a group. Take this group on a group. I have to hide the fence and select the last one and bring this one down here. Okay, so now let's attach all these panels. Okay, then we go to the vertices here. I want to cover this portion of the house, the part that's showing white. Yep. As you can see, so now there's a lot of gray. I think I would want aluminium panel in here too. I think I would want aluminium panel in here too. So now let's take this one, the one in front, and this, hide unselected. So we take this, shift and drag, front view, yes, something like that. Then I'm going to duplicate it. I'm just covering a large chunk of the house with aluminum panels. That's just what I'm doing. Moving the locus. The inside of the house would be predominantly white. So I just thought for contrast, I should make there should be a small gap because the panels naturally have gaps. Naturally they do. So let's bring this here. Yes, then we take this and duplicate it. And take this. Take this one. I'm sorry, but design takes time. To do a very good job, naturally, it will take weeks. Now, let's see what we have. Camera on idle. So you have large parts of the house covered by aluminum panels. I'm thinking I can make this white. Let me see. Will it be nice? Yeah. Control Z. So let's zoom out a bit. See what we have. Rendering and render. Let's drop exposure to 0. Sorry, minus, let's say -4. Let's see. It's too dark. Or is it now? -3. Okay. Now you see, that's the house. It's got aluminium paneling. It's got a white strip here, which will be done with marble stone. Yeah, this will be achieved with marble. And then you have white here. You have fluted panels here. There are fluted panels here. There are fluted panels up here. Yeah, so this is really nice. This is nice. So I think now that you see, let's zoom out a bit to let the cars show. I'm a lover of cars. So let's see something. Yes, let's let the 4 cars show a bit. That was too much. Okay, let's hide this fence. This is the fence. Hide. Yes, so that's the camera. And zoom in. And Control S. So in the previous video, we worked on the staircase and the balustrades, but now we've cleaned up the outer edges and we've worked on the windows. So let's render. Now when you want to render, you can render in any resolution provided your system can accommodate it. Most times I work with 4K and 8K resolutions. I'm rendering in 4K at the moment, 3840 by 2160. I could also render in 8K, it's just going to take longer, and because this is a tutorial, I'm trying to save time. That's why I don't want to do that yet. But I think, yes, the cars are nice. We have a matte gray Brabus. We have a silver S63 AMG. We have a brown and cream Maybach S680, and then we have the S60, the gray satin, glossy gray S63 AMG E-Performance. So there's the house. And I think it is nice. I think it's rich. Everything you see here was done with 3ds Max and Corona. Everything you see. The tiling, I have a video that showed how I made the tiling. There's a pool here. It's nice. It's pretty. It's sort of minimalist. So far, we've worked with white walls, fluted panels, aluminium panels, and ceramic tiling. Right. Even the floor has shades of gray. The building has dark aluminium panels and white, and then it's got a marble. This is a marble. All right. This will be done with marble, and I think it's just pretty. I think it's nice, and I think it's luxurious. Rendering is going to take a while, so let's just give it time. But all these parts have fluted panels. The windows are there, and they're nice. There's a door. You have a large balcony. So we're going to be introducing plants. We'll introduce plants. We'll introduce furniture in other videos. We'll introduce what else? There's going to be an overhead tank system. I'm going to put a tank on the house that will supply water into the house. All right. I think I'll be bringing in toilets. Furniture, kitchen island, what have you. It's going to take time. It's going to take time. Series of videos. I think this is video 5, so it's series of videos. But I think we have made remarkable progress. We made remarkable progress. This place too will have to be covered with aluminum stripping, so that these fluted panels would not show. But I think now you can appreciate the beauty of the house. The pool is surrounded by white stones at the edges. It's really nice. So let's try another angle. Hide all. Before I render, let me just work on cleaning up this. Yes, this panel. Okay, let me bring this one. Shift and drag. So going to make it slim. And take it here. Okay. So now I'm going to hide unselected and take this top view, then rotate it. I'm sorry, shift and drag, then rotate 90. No, undo. Turn this to 0. Yes. Then L view. And I'm going to move this here. Control Z. Unhide all. So what I have just done is to create something here that covers the flutes. I noticed that the flutes were, sorry, let me just take away edge faces. Yes, this flutes, the fluted panel height selection. Yes, it was showing here. You can see the fluted panel is here, so it was not supposed to show here, so that's why I created that tiny aluminum panel on hide all, so it covers it pretty nicely. So we're going to render all this in 4K now, and I think that will be the end of the video, but at least now you can see what it looks like. This is the pool, this is the main entrance. There's no window here, just for beauty. There's no window there. There's no window, so it's just, so that can be your wall gallery in the house, or it can be your TV wall. There's no window. But like I said, if there is a machine in the house that circulates here, here you'll find its way into every part of the house, window or not, because we have large windows in other parts of the house. So here you'll somehow find from the top or from here, find its way into this room. And the house is most likely going to have an open floor plan system. So even when you have doors, you won't really have walls like that. So that's going to allow hair to circulate freely. I've not worked on this part of the house. I just want you to see. So you have fluted panels here. Let me zoom in so you can see. You can see we have fluted panels here. So I think one other thing I'm going to do, top view, hide unselected. Sorry. Hide unselected, then edit, clone, copy. Then come here, type 0, enter. Then press the help view. Then bring this down here. Okay. Yeah. On idle. Okay. This is just to create the rim. To not be visible here, but it's there. It's a rim that covers the fluted panels here too, just like what we did down there. That's all. So let's render again. Should we choose another angle? I kind of like the front, so yes, this is a nice view. So if you wanted to change your resolution, say for example, I want to change it to 8K. I already know the values of 8K, so I come to common. Here you have 3840, that's 4K, and then I just do 7680, and then this becomes 4320. Now, it's going to take 4 times longer. That's the downside, because there are 4 4K resolutions in 8K. There are 4 HD resolutions in 4K. So I can render and it's going to come out great, but sharper than this, but it's going to take longer and I have to be patient. So if you have the patience for it, yes, it's just going to take a while. And then to even get a very wonderful image of this might take you 45 minutes of rendering. But this is 8K resolution and you're going to love it. You can see the resolution here, the width 7680, the height 4320, and it's still rendering the initial pass. So this itself might take 10 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes, and then to get very wonderful passes, you need about 30 to 50. Most times I don't go that far because I don't have a very powerful system. But if you had access to a render farm, there are websites that you can subscribe to where you just apply your 3D content. You would have set your camera angle, you just send them your 3D file. They would help you render at the resolution you want, and they would send you the finished files. If you don't have, just the same way we store files on Google Drive, they can help you render with their own render farm. They have huge mainframe computers that can do faster renderings. But I think 8K 10 passes or 8K 15 passes works for me. So if this were a finished product, I'm not finished here, there's still so many things that I have to do to the work, but if this were a finished product, I would just render at say 8K 15 passes and I would be good. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have questions, I don't want to keep it running till this is clear. It's just going to take too long. So I want to wrap up the video here. If you have questions, please send me messages in the comment section, and when I see them, I'll reply. If you also want to chat me up on WhatsApp, my number is +234. I'm based in Nigeria. +234 8069331473. Again, +234 8069331473. Thank you until when next I come your way. This has been a wonderful tutorial, and I hope you like it, and I hope you spur me to do better. Thank you so much. God bless you.